Well, hello there, folks. Welcome to part 4. I'd like to show you a hack that I came up with here a few minutes ago. I'm getting ready to glue this brace into the back, okay? So I was thinking about how I could clamp that, I could build a jack, I could wedge something up against the top, which I really don't want to push on this top because the braces are all loose right now. So this is what I come up with. Okay, I got a regular bar clamp here, all right? And I got a clamp on it right here because it'll lock one way, when you're trying to push these out, so to speak, if you're clamping something, but it will push this way no matter what. So I'm going to show you this little trick that I come up with. I have a shelf right here, okay, above my bench. I'm going to get the camera set up so you guys can see this really in a good way. Yeah, that'll work probably. As long as it'll stay there. Hold on a second. Okay, finally. So I got this shelf right here above my bench. You can see the edge of it right here, okay? And what I figured out was this. If I take this bar clamp and I'll put the brace in the guitar, okay? Let me get it going the right way. And what we're going to be able to do is this. There's another brace right here, okay? And we're putting this one in right here. So I'm going to take this piece of wood, lay it across both of these. When I get ready to glue it, we'll put our glue on the brace and in the body. And then what we're going to do is take this clamp and I'm going to set it just like that on that piece that I put in there, okay? And then once I get that in there, I'm going to take this handle and I'm going to screw it counterclockwise up under my shelf. So it's kind of like a bow bar, but it's adjustable. And now I'm pushing down on the brace, and I've already scoped it out, and it is tight all the way across there. Now I've got a piece of carpet and a moving blanket under this too, so it does have a little compression factor, which is good. But that works really great, and it's easy to make. I mean, you could take a pair of vice grips and clamp them on there, just enough to stop that, and then you use this handle that has the threaded end on it and just run it counterclockwise and push it up against something. So if you don't have a shelf, you could take a couple 2x4s and make a 90 degree and put a kicker in it over your bench, make it removable if you don't want it there all the time. But to do something like this without pushing on the top, I think this is a good little hack, and that's how I'm going to approach it for sure. So without further ado, I'm going to get some fish glue in my little Tupperware here. I got a little paintbrush. We're going to get some on the brace, and we're going to get some on the inside of the back a little bit. And we're going to do this process right here, and I'm going to glue that first brace in there. And we'll have to let that sit for a few hours, and once that's done, we'll move on to the next one. Okay, let's get going. All right, we're getting the fish glue out here. This is Bench Q fish glue. This is made from the sturgeon. This is made in Maine. This stuff come from, I think, Searsport. If I remember right, I bought this on eBay. I'm not endorsed by these people, but it was a good deal, and it was quick shipping, and it's good product. It really is. As long as you keep it in the fridge, it'll last a long time. All right, it's really sticky too, so you got to act kind of fast with this. And I'm going to try not to get it all over the guitar, but one nice thing about fish glue, it cleans up with just a little water and soap and a cloth, and it's all good to go. So we'll put a good healthy dose on here. And then we're going to put our clamp setup on there. And we should be in business. I got to get a little more glue in here, I guess. All right, let me get some glue in there. Okay, we got some more in there. No, it doesn't smell like fish. It's like a collagen-based glue, I think. And it's just like honey, basically. Real sticky. And it holds well. This stuff hardens up. It's just like a rock. Okay, I dropped it in there. All right, we got enough glue on, I think. Now we're gonna guide that down in there in the right direction. These are cut on an angle, so that's how they have to go in. Or you ain't gonna be able to twist the brace in under the perfect lining. All right. I'm going to try to get it in as close as I can first. It's nothing I can capture on film, but okay, it is in there. And it snaps in under the perf lining inside the guitar, top and bottom. You know, it's that like corrugated looking lining that's against the sides and back. That is notched out for that brace that I just put in there. Now the brace is still loose, so that's where this comes in. Now I'm going to set this on there. This block of wood, that will go right, it's sitting right over two braces. The one I just put in, and there's another one here. That's an existing one, which is going to probably need to get glued too, but we're going to just do this one at a time. So I'm going to run my clamp down here. Okay, and we just want to get it centered up. And then I'm going to run this counterclockwise. Okay, so we've got the piece of wood in there, and we got the clamp set up, and now I'm just turning the handle on the clamp itself counterclockwise up under this shelf that I have right here. Okay, and it probably is a little tricky to see, but that's the setup right here. And I'm just running the handle on the clamp itself counterclockwise, which pushes up on the shelf and down on the clamp. And we've got that block of wood spanning both braces, and the clamp has a flat head on it. Works perfect. And I can put all the pressure in the world on that if I want. And again, we have carpet under the guitar. Just to be safe. I'm not doing it on a completely hard surface here. You don't want to go about it like that. Well, anyway, folks, that's about all we're going to do on this one, I think. And I'll probably work on these other braces soon. I may try to get that one next that's under here. And there's some more behind it that are also loose, so we're going to have to tackle them. And we can start working on this bridge again too. So we might do that. Might as well just do that while we're waiting for this to dry. Okay, so what we got here is where we drop filled this with crazy glue. So what I'm doing here is just taking this X-Acto blade and very lightly trying to level this back out and get some of the heavy work done, at least with this. You don't want to use too much force. It's just a real light cutting, kind of scraping at the same time, but I find this rounded blade works quite well. And you can kind of control the depth of your cut with it by just putting a little pressure against it. So it's kind of slow and tedious, but in the end it'll save a lot of filing, sanding, and all that stuff. We just want to get the heavy stuff off and everything that's sticking up. And we're going to have to drop fill again in a few spots, like up here, as you can see. But, you know, it's a process. You have to do it in steps and layers. And patience wins the race, I guess. This crazy glue does work good for this, though. Like I said, that gel viscosity stuff is good for filling big voids and stuff. It kind of hangs up better. So I recommend it. I know I got my hand kind of in the way here. We're trying to just kind of move this along. We got a big crack that we filled up here on this end of the bridge. I'm just trying to level some of that high stuff out and keep it in the camera, which is always tough. I don't want to sacrifice quality of work just for a film shot, but you know, sometimes my hands are in the way. I do my best. All right, we're getting that filed down nice. Had quite a crack going across the whole bridge, actually, right out to this, almost to the wing, and about back into here. I've already scraped this off some. I'll be scraping on this for a while, just to get everything flushed back out, and then we'll try to polish it back up and kind of cover this mess back up. In any case, it will function again. The bridge pins will stay in there nice and should be good to go. Okay, I'm going to press on here. Okay, so they have painted over the wood to make it look like ebony or whatever. So when I sanded down the super glue and stuff that we did with the drop filling to level it all out, I discovered that they had performed the little masking of the wood trick. So what do we do now? We take some black paint and start putting a few coats of that over it, and eventually we should be in good shape. Never seen that done, but I've heard of it. Most of the guitars that I've been around were usually, if it was black, it was usually ebony, but not in every case. Okay, I got a little bit on the top there by accident. Get that off. Thank goodness we had it all waxed and everything. So I'm just applying this with a rag, as you guys can see. And we're not looking for perfection here. We just want to kind of creep along on this till we get it right. I'll probably let that dry and smooth it out again. And we'll apply a little bit more paint. And we should be good to go. Okay, guys, so that's how you take care of that. I mean, that's all they did was paint it. I can smooth that out here after it dries, like I said, and it'll look just like new. And we've got all the holes filled in nice anyway. That's the main thing we were after. We just wanted to get all the bridge pin holes back in order. They were pretty egg-shaped on the top. So, like I said, while we were letting the brace dry, I figured I would tackle this while we're right here, and that'll take care of it. Okay, folks, well, all in all, things are moving right along on this one. Pretty much all I have left to do is get some braces secured in there, but I'm going to have to take it one at a time here for the most part. And some of the braces that are out here that are in the back of the guitar, I'm going to use the same method, and I'm going to use a nice piece of hardwood to lay out across to catch the next brace and hold that down as good as I can. And whatever else I can pull off, if I have to get some blocks and kind of block up under the top on the ends, then I will. I've seen people tape them down before with masking tape, which, well, I don't know. I guess if you can hold it there tight, no matter how it is, it's good, but we'll see what happens. I'll definitely be able to kind of get a camera in there when I do approach these other ones and just see if it's holding them down tight to the body. And once it is, we'll glue those in place. Once I get all the ones in the back glued up, if I can keep doing it with this approach, that would be good. The less that I jack up under the top, the better for now. So at the end of the day, I think what we'll do is try to finish the back first, all the bracing there, and then we may just reverse this process a little bit with the clamp and try to, hold up on the braces under the top. So it's going to be a challenge, but we'll figure it out one way or the other. Okay, thanks again for watching, folks. We'll see you real soon. Be good. Okie doke.